Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I am going to show you how to properly measure fish in one of our tournaments. I know we have a lot of new people in the series this year, and I'm seeing a lot of questions on the public forum of measuring fish and, you know, what you need and how to do it and blah, 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 blah. And even in tournaments last year, there was some people that it was their first tournament and they need a little guidance on exactly what they needed to do. So a couple things you're gonna need is, first of all, you're gonna need a measuring board. Now this happens to be a catch board, one of the metal ones. They also have like a yellow plastic one that's acceptable, and then in the NYKBF you can also use a hog trough. I know Justin, our tournament director, has those. He has some of the yellow catch boards. So if you need one, get a hold of him, he'll take care of you. So you're gonna need the measuring board, and then you're also gonna need an identifier tag, okay? So what that is you can see mine has 3 codes on it. So right now I'm doing the April month-long tournament for NYKBF. I'm also in the pro member tournament for NYKBF. And then the other one is the Smalley Smash, which was an all-year event. So you're gonna need one of these. I'll put a link in the description below, and you can click right on that. It'll bring it up as a PDF and you can print them out. I use cardstock, it seems to be a little more durable, but you can print them off on paper or whatever. But I would highly suggest you keep a permanent marker in your tackle box, because you can write it on your hand in our tournaments, or if this happens to get wet, then you can make another one, you know. But you don't need one of these. This is a tourney tag that I have it in. You don't need one of those. You can use a plastic bag. You can use whatever you really want, really. But anyways, you're gonna need that, and you're gonna want a way to keep it dry. So with that being said, I'm gonna go hopefully catch another fish. It'll be fish number 6 for the day. While I'm catching that fish, I'll show you the first 5. And hopefully we can get another one so I can show you exactly how to measure a fish. Damn. Well, that sucks. Just had a northern bite me off. Thought I was hung up on a limb. Oh, stupid northerns. I do love to catch them when they're in season. So the last time I was in here, the water was like 50. I think it was 50, 52, something like that. And we're now up to 62. Water's pretty murky, so if there is bass up in here, I'm gonna guess that they are gonna be pretty tight to cover of some sort, either weeds or logs, not very deep. So we're just gonna slowly make our way to an area that I wanna check out and see if we can. There's a fish. Right next to that log. Is it a bass? It is. Nice. Not a very big one, but hey, it's a bass. Look at that. Just as I was saying, they're gonna be close to cover. Look at that. Nice. Well, here's my first bass of the day. Got a little 13.5 incher. I'm gonna let this guy go and I'll explain what's going on. See you, buddy. So pretty much, I'm in some pretty shallow water. Water temp is 62 degrees. It's pretty murky. First cast, I must have casted right on top of a northern. Of course, he bit me off because I don't have a steel leader. I'm gonna make my way up to this specific area that I want to fish. And I figure on the way down, I would try to hit some of the logs and the weed beds that I can see, because with this water being this murky, these fish aren't going to be out roaming around. And who knows, some of them might even be spawning with the water temp of 62. So I was explaining that, and I just happened to cast over near this log thing that's sticking out of the water, and sure enough I caught that little bass. So hopefully we can get a few more. I'd like to get a big one if I can. Caught that last fish on a white spinnerbait. I prefer to use chartreuse and white. Fortunately that northern bit one off. I have another one, but it's It is ½ ounce. A little heavy for 2 or 3 foot of water. So tied on a 3/8 white spinnerbait. We'll see what happens. We had a warm rain today too. It was really warm yesterday. We had a really warm rain, I think it was Thursday. And then also 80 degrees yesterday. And then today it's about 65 or so. There's another fish. Ooh, that looks like a big one. Hopefully it's not a northern. Is it a bass? That's a beautiful bass. Yes. Yes. Come on, buddy. Come on. Nice. Yes. Holy crap. This might turn into a pretty good day. It's not super ginormous, but it's a nice largemouth. Well, there she is. Second fish in a matter of 5 minutes of fishing. Nice little 16 1/4 inch. They must be moving up in here to spawn. They're fishing outside these weed edges and stuff. Beautiful fish. We're gonna let her go, and hopefully we can get another one. See you later, buddy. I'm going to try casting in these weeds quick. See some bait or something up there in the water splashing around, so maybe there's some shad spawning up in here. Might be why this white spinnerbait's triggering them. I want to get up to where these, I don't know if there are fish up there. There might be carp in here too. I don't know. Just want to be careful. I don't want to hit any logs. It's super shallow. There's a fish. See? Something's going on up here. It's a bass too. Nice. Not a very big one, but fun to catch. A little 12 1/2 inches. Fish number 3. Let's get some more. You might be in for a good evening of fishing. Tried big water earlier this morning, or I left the house at about 10. Got to some big water. Fished out there for a couple hours. Man, it was rough. I caught a Mondo perch. I'll put a picture of it up right here. But no bass. It was pretty hard to control the kayak. Even with the, I mean, the motor did great, but water was only 50 degrees and I didn't really want to risk going over in 50-degree water. So we came back up to this channel river marsh deal. There's another one. Right in the same spot. So little guy. Nice. Just a little guy, not very big. Maybe 12 inches. See you later, buddy. Something is feasting up in here. I'm not really sure what it is, but like I said, I think there might be a shad spawn going on. There's a log over here. Definitely want to go over near that. Oh, getting a nibble. There he is. Right near that log. Feels like it might be a better one than the last one. Yep. Nice. Oh, that's a nice. 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 There she is. I think it's the 4th fish. And we're going to keep going. Don't waste any time. See you later, buddy. Figured I'd do a little video on how to measure fish. I know we got a lot of new guys that are in my club. Speak of the devil, there's a fish. And I'm going to teach you how to measure a fish, just so you can kind of get an on-the-boat experience. And hopefully it can help some of you guys that are new when our tournament season starts. So we're going to measure this fish. There she is, fish number 5. See you, buddy. There's one. Not a very big one, but it'll work for our tournament. There she is. So I'm going to go back and forth between the back camera and the front camera. Hopefully I can get it on the front camera. A good enough view for you guys. So anyways, you catch a fish, you grab your board, and what I like to do is I always have a net. I would highly suggest it. I always kind of set this up right here, if you guys can see that, kind of right here up in my kayak, and then I set the measuring board. Let me get it set up and I'll show you. I set the measuring board in there. So what happens is when a fish jumps, it's going to jump into the net and not out. I've been there, I've done that. I'll put a picture up right here of that happening yesterday. So anyways, what you do now is I just wanted to show you that I always keep the fish in the net, in the water, just so he's good. And then in my vest here, I grab my phone. I get the camera ready to go, just like this. And I just kind of set it in my pouch right here, or you can set it wherever. And I grab the fish. I get the net set up like I was talking about with the board. And then I'm going to do this quick just so I can show you guys. So right there, got to make sure the mouth is touching. And this one's going to be an 11 1/4. Now you bring your tournament tag down like this, but you do not cover these right here. Tournament directors need to see in the picture whereabouts on the measuring board it is. So as you can see, right there's 12. They can see that that is definitely 11 1/4. So then I grab my phone, snap a quick picture, and that's it. Seeing that I record, I show it to the camera like this, and just a little. He's actually got a little. I don't know if you can see that on the back there, but he's got a little derpness going on there in the back. Looks like he maybe been eaten by a northern. But anyways, we're gonna let this fish go, and I'll give you some other pointers on what you need to do. Of course, it was super calm when I got here. Now the wind's got to pick up, so hopefully y'all can hear me. So one thing I want to also explain is when you're measuring a fish, you need to make sure the mouth is closed, and you cannot have your hand, fingers, anything underneath the fin. I'll put a few pictures up here of some bad things. This one's happened. You can see that my hand is underneath the fin. That will get, I'm not sure if it's DQ'd or deducted, but I think it's DQ'd for that one. And then the second picture here is of, you can see that the mouth is open. Now if a fish's mouth is open, it won't be 100% DQ'd, but they will deduct an inch from that fish, no matter if it's open 1/4 of an inch or all the way. So make sure you take your time with it, but make sure you take care of the fish too. Don't leave it out for 10 minutes trying to get the best picture or anything like that. If you need a little break from it when you're first trying it out, just put the fish back in the net, get it in the water, and give it some get it in the water so we can get its breath back. The whole purpose of catch, photo, release is to not stress out the fish as much and to put them back where they came from. So with that being said, I'm trying to think if there's anything else that you need to know. Oh, that's one thing. You got to make sure on your phone your location services are on. The tournament directors need to know exactly where that picture was taken. They look at it like Google. It's kind of like Google Maps that you see on the app when they're going through and approving all these fish. So to overview, make sure your location services are on. Make sure the mouth is shut. Make sure your hand, finger, anything isn't underneath the fin or the gill. Sorry. Make sure you have the proper measuring board. I would highly suggest a net. You don't need one, but I would highly suggest it. Make sure you have your ID tag. I suggest keeping that in something that's going to keep it dry, especially for rainy days like it is today. And then I would suggest keeping a permanent marker in one of your tackle trays or something, just in case you happen to forget your tag. You know, you can always write it on your hand in the NYKBF tournaments. That's not all tournaments. And then a couple other things I wanted to show you guys that I would also highly suggest having. You don't need, but I do suggest having. The first one is this Robe Tether right here. So what that does is that clips onto your measuring board, and then you can clip this anywhere on your kayak. This specific measuring board is made out of aluminum. It's pretty heavy. If it drops, it does not float. So what I do is I set it in the back there, and I just kind of wrap this around my seat, just like that, and I clip it. That sucker's not going anywhere. But what's nice about this is right here's a buckle. So you just hit that, it comes undone, you grab the board, measure your fish, put it back, and you clip it up, and it's going to be pretty safe and secure. And if it does fall overboard, here, I'll show you. Ready? Ain't going nowhere. See that? Pick it right up. I got my board back. And tourney tags kept that completely dry. Other than that, I think that's about it when it comes to measuring fish. So if you guys have any questions, make sure you leave a comment down below and I will answer it as soon as I can. You can also ask me on Instagram. Instagram is Brandon_Lewis_fishing. You can go follow me there and DM me about any questions you have. I also have a Facebook, Brandon Lewis Fishing. You can find me on there too and ask questions. So I hope this video was helpful. I know the day that I'm filming this, it is 13 days till our first tournament, 2 weeks from yesterday. So it's coming up and it's going to be a good season. So if you guys have any questions, like I said, make sure you leave them down below or DM me on Instagram. Now let's go out and catch some fish. Which way can I go around you guys? No problem. Fish, I don't know what it is. Probably over there. Jerkbait fish. Ah, look at that. Caught a crappie. Gotta be 9 inches to keep. That's number 8 for the day. I'm gonna sneak by you guys. Which side do you want me to go on?
Either side, it don't matter.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
We're leaving anyway.
Oh, all right.
Don't matter. We're just cruising along. We're just cruising along, making a few casts.
Okay. There's a fish. Ooh, nice bass. Nice little bass. I think that's number 8 for the day. Huh? Yeah. Nice little guy, number 8, I think. Yeah, probably a little 2-pounder. Fish. Might be northern. That was a nice bass. Nice. Oh yeah, there's a chunk. Should be a 15 and a quarter. Maybe a 15 and a half. Nice. There she is. I think it's the 9th fish of the day. Little 2-pounder. See if we can get another one. It's called a Native Slayer Max. There she is. Hey, it's the 10th fish of the day. Nice healthy big one. We'll let her go. See you later, buddy. Another one. Looks like a better one. Oh yeah. I think they're up here spawning. Number 11. Hey, buddy. Oh, it's a northern. Help me, but another fish. Hey, buddy. There's a fish. Felt really weird. Nice. Look at that. Look at that. I guess probably, yeah, we'll measure it quick. That fish is, mouth closed, 13 and a quarter. Nice little 13 and a quarter incher.